On this segment, we're joined by Bishop Barris of the Diocese of Allentown and also by Father Robert Kozak from the Barnabite Heart to Heart Ministry. And thank you both for taking time to be with us. Bishop, I know that the Catholic Church and this diocese is involved in a lot of giving in a lot of ways and a global effort, and you're involved in a process of that. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, the Catholic Church, part of its mission of evangelization, its global mission, is to reach out to the needs of the poor, the needs of those who suffer in war-torn areas, those who suffer development challenges, those who suffer from natural disasters. And so such organizations as Caritas International, Cardinal Tagle is the president, and organizations like the Pontifical Mission Societies. I happen to be the Episcopal Liaison for the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, or Catholic Relief Services. The goal of these organizations is to bring the compassion and mercy of Christ directly to those who suffer most in this world.
You mentioned Cardinal Tagle, and he is the guest speaker at an event that's going to be coming up in September for the purpose, through the Heart to Heart Ministry, of raising the money for a medical van for the Philippines, because children are experiencing significant poverty there, and they can't get the simple medicine that they need.
We're so excited about Cardinal Tagle's presence in the Diocese of Allentown in September. I think it's going to, he's a global figure. He's got this beautiful contemplative spirit as the Archbishop of Manila in the Philippines, and he's experienced the suffering of the people in the Philippines and has become really a global figure, so deeply connected to Pope Francis. I think his presence among us is very much an expression of Pope Francis' vision and approach to global poverty, that the Church is, in a certain sense, a combat field hospital that tends to all the different wounds of humanity. And the Cardinal Tagle's presence among us with his support of this raising of funds for this medical van is a wonderful opportunity for the people of the Diocese of Allentown to raise their consciousness of the needs of the people of the Philippines.
And it's an opportunity. I think just in my experience, I've learned a lot about what's going on in the Philippines. Who would have thought that the children need simple things that are not being provided or they can't get to? And Father Robert, maybe you can comment on that, because you were there for a while, right? You actually had you were stationed there, so to speak, for a while, and had an opportunity to start a school and see the poverty level firsthand.
Yes, indeed. In 2005 and 2006, I started the school of the Tahanan Mapag Arugani Padre Seminario, so basically the school for the poor children, which was basically to educate them. And we noticed that there, beside education, is a great need of poverty and health. And that really, after my trip recently and talking to Cardinal Tagle, we thought, how can we reach? The Bishop so eloquently spoke about reaching the needs and of the children, and that is a wonderful opportunity for us and to be team of the Bishop Barris of Diocese of Allentown and the Barnabite Heart to Heart to be there, the hands and the heart for those children.
How significant is the poverty? I mean, simple things can help them a lot, can't they?
Indeed, it's just simply a vitamin or just something to eat. And what we are providing them is that ability to bring the healing through the doctors to come to their own places. And simple as that, takes about 60 cents for a pill to alleviate any parasite remains in the children.
And the Barnabite Heart to Heart Ministry's support of this medical van in the streets of Manila is in service to families. The Church's mission, as we're preparing for in the World Meeting of Families in Philadelphia, is the Church is in solidarity and supports the hurting family, the poor family, the families that are suffering from natural disasters. So this mobile medical van is a concrete expression of the Church's mission, literally on the ground.
Which is exactly in keeping with Pope Francis's vision.
Exactly.
If I may add to the Bishop said, exactly, I think, talking about the family, it comes like the family of Allentown Diocese to the family into Archdiocese of Manila. So both our families becomes united by this bond of charity.
Now, in wrapping it up and pulling this all together, we want to encourage people to attend the dinner in September because that is the fundraiser. They buy a ticket. They can go online to makesadeyesmile.com and buy a ticket to go to that event. And in a final word, Bishop, what would you say to people who might be contemplating how they can get involved?
I think it's going to be really exciting to hear Cardinal Tagle and his unique global perspective, his experience in the Philippines dealing with natural disasters, as well as his global vision of the church, his role in the Synod on the Family. It's going to be a wonderful way for us to raise consciousness locally about these needs. And as Father Bob said so eloquently, anytime that we have a global and universal perspective of the church, it's nourishing to the local church in the Diocese of Allentown.
Cardinal Luis Antonio G. Tagle, Archbishop of Manila, who is known as the Asian Pope Francis, is coming to Allentown September 25th and 26th to help with the fundraising for a mobile medical van for the almost 2 million homeless street children in the Philippines. He will be the speaker at a conference and a dinner on the 25th and the celebrant at a Mass on September 26th. Please partner with us in helping us to acquire that medical van by purchasing your tickets at MakeSadEyesSmile.com.